watching us once again here on Kababayan Today. Alam natin sa ating kulturang Filipino, there are some very unique traditions that we celebrate. And one of them is Simbang Gabi. Habang lumalaki po ako sa Pilipinas, ito po ay ginagawa namin magpamilya at alam ko po na marami po sa inyong nakaranas nito. Just in case you have not or do not know what Simbang Gabi is, we prepared a little package for you here on Kababayan Today. Let's watch what it is, Simbang Gabi.
Simbang Gabi is the beautifully artistic celebration of Mass at dawn. This is a Filipino custom that is celebrated in the Philippines at 4 a.m. before the sun rises and heats up the land. Farmers travel for miles to join this Mass and carry these beautiful lanterns to help light the way. The Simbang Gabi Mass is a 9-day novena to the Blessed Mother that starts on December 16th and ends on December 24th. On the last day of Simbang Gabi, which is Christmas Eve, the service is instead called Misa de Gallo. The Simbang Gabi originated in the early days of Spanish rule over the Philippines as a practical compromise for farmers whose work began before sunrise to avoid the noonday heat out in the fields. Priests began to say Mass in the early mornings instead of the evening novenas, more common in the rest of the Hispanic world. This cherished Christmas custom eventually became a distinct feature of Philippine culture and became a symbol of sharing. The Philippines is an agricultural country known for its rice, coconut, and sugarcane plantations. Many tenant farmers toiled all day with one break during noon, when the heat would be at its peak. In between the planting and harvest seasons is a lull in the work imposed on natives. Those who were old enough to provide manual labor were gathered under the tributo system, where men would have to work for free for the Spanish colonial government's building projects. The women also have their share of work, tending to their vegetable gardens and as household help for the local political elite. When the Christmas season would begin, it was customary to hold novenas in the evenings, but the priests saw that the people would attend despite the day's fatigue. As a compromise, the clergy began to hold Mass in the early dawn when the land would still be dark before people went out to tend the land. During the Spanish era and early American period, the parishioners would mostly have nothing to offer during Mass except sacks of rice, fruits, vegetables, and fresh eggs. These were graciously accepted by the priests, who besides keeping a portion for themselves, would share the produce with the rest of the parishioners after the service. Today, local delicacies are readily available in the church's premises for the parishioners. The iconic puto bongbong, bibingka, suman, and other rice pastries are cooked on the spot. Latik and yema are sweets sold to children, while biscuits like oraro or arrowroot, barquillos, lengua de gato, and otap or ladyfingers are also available. Kape barako, a very strong coffee grown in the province of Batangas, hot chocolate, or salabat, which is an infusion of ginger, are the main drinks, while soups like arroz caldo, rice and chicken porridge, and papait, which is goat bile stew from the Ilocos region, are also found. The rice-based foods were traditionally served to fill the stomachs of the farmers, since rice is cheap and primarily staple. The pastries were full of carbohydrates needed by the colonial Filipinos for the back-breaking work in the rice paddies and sugar mills that they were subjected to. Here in the United States, Filipino immigrants brought with them this distinct tradition, which is slowly taking root, and thus the observance of this time-honored spiritual and cultural tradition is being practiced. It is one of the longest and most important religious celebrations in the Philippines that has lasted for over 600 years. Experience Simbang Gabi here in Los Angeles and Hawaii. Contact your local parishioners to find more details.
Sana po nagustuhan niyo po yung aming munting presentasyon tungkol sa Simbang Gabi. Mangyayari po yan dito sa Los Angeles. Please watch our show tomorrow for more details about how you and your family can join Simbang Gabi. Here on Kababayan Today, we aim not only to entertain, but to educate you guys as well. So I hope you learned something about Simbang Gabi. And also, I want to remind everybody, please tell all your artist friends na malapit na po ang deadline para sa aming logo contest. It's almost the new year. We're looking for a new logo. You might be the artist to do so. So please send your entries now. Maraming salamat po, and we'll see you all again tomorrow.